everyone? Welcome to the Chris and Nico podcast. I
Yo.
am Chris.
And I'm Nico, I guess.
That would make you Nico.
I mean, it has to. Who else would I be? Chris?
I could be Nico. Well,
You got
my
enough
hair
hair.
doesn't look good in this angle.
Shut up.
I'm Nico.
I mean, look at it, dude. It's not properly conditioned today. It's fine. We'll get
I
it.
can't.
You know what? Stop it. Let's just check in with everybody, okay? Come on. How was your week? What have you been up to? Anything exciting? What about you, Chris?
It's been kind of a crazy week. A new video just came out, one of my covers for Once on Glory, Rent. And dude, my YouTube channel just hit 10,000 subscribers.
You were about to say million, but
I wish.
10,000, dude. I'm still at like 13. It's all good though. I haven't touched it, but you've been consistent with your videos. So
I've been trying, man. Uploading every day is freaking hard, dude. It's like
every day, God.
Well, it's easy because they're K-pop dance analysis videos, which is like fun to do. But I didn't realize how dedicated these fans are to their groups. Bro, if I say one bad thing about their group, they drag me. Like they talk so much. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Dude, K-pop fans are...
They're relentless, man. They're ride or die.
They rule the world. I mean, I think if you had every K-pop fan vote, like they would outvote the popular vote.
Probably. I believe that.
Yeah, just saying. It's true.
What about you? Anything exciting happening?
I wouldn't, maybe not this week, but I guess last week I started Nico's Talk Tuesday, which
That's right.
is just kind of like an experimental thing of just talking, sharing experiences, and seeing if anybody wants to come on live and talk with me, because I miss radio shows that probably still exist. I just don't listen to the radio. But it's cool because my target audience was 1 and I got 8 consistent people that actually stayed for the whole half hour. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Like I want to definitely dive into like some deep stuff, but also like it gets to the point it's like, that's like too much, dude. But I don't know. It's just like cool to engage. But what I don't like is the Instagram live. I couldn't, after I posted it went to IGTV and it wasn't like the history of the live. It was just kind of like a separate video. There was no like past comments that I couldn't really read any like the past live comments or anything like that. But
oh yeah, that's right. There has to be some way where it can save that stuff.
Sure, but you're not allowed. You're too young.
So like, speaking of new projects, let's talk a little bit about like why we're doing this project, the Chris and Nico podcast.
I mean, we're doing it because, one, we've kind of just, we've gone through a lot of funny things, and we kind of imagined what would happen if cameras followed us and captured any of that. We think we're funny, so we want to see if everybody else thinks we're funny. And just kind of, this is a project to connect. Kind of like that's actually a big thing that we've been doing with all of our projects, is like connecting, because right now everyone is so disconnected with this pandemic, and we're about to hit a year. Like there's people that I haven't seen even before the pandemic. Just ow. Oh. Why would you jump on my leg?
Oh no.
There's people we have not seen before this pandemic. And now this prevents me from seeing them even longer,
Yeah.
Sorry, he just kind of like ruined my train of thought with like 7 claws digging into my kneecap there.
No, but that's true, because it's almost like seeing the beauty in like the ruin for this whole thing, because yeah, we're separated, but then things like this can happen where we're like finally like putting together projects, and we're still connecting, even though you're still in the 831. I'm in LA, but we're still making it work. Code. I know. I was like 8818. I still have an 831 phone number. So, but yeah, dude. So it's cool that we're getting some projects done, and we're still connecting. But there are things that we do want to talk about on this podcast. Like we want to hit some like, current events, some issues, and like just have real conversations about it.
Some things and some subjects and some other things.
Yeah, but there's one subject that I'm like really excited to talk about. So why don't you like let the viewers know about The Last Ronin?
Oh, okay, I was like, it could be the other one, but it could be this one. All right, so for everybody who knows us, we love Ninja Turtles. For everybody who doesn't know us, we really love Ninja Turtles. And they came out with this comic called The Last Ronin. Basically, it's a story where all the turtles and Splinter are dead, except for one turtle. And he's trying to avenge his brothers. But they didn't tell you who it was until the end of the first issue. And just going to throw it out there now, I called who this turtle was because it would make the best, most interesting story. Do we reveal who it was?
We're going to reveal it. So spoiler alert, hit the spoiler alert alarm because we have to talk about it.
I mean, we have to. It's in 3, 2, 1. It's Michelangelo.
Dude, so I definitely called it too. It was a toss-up between him and Donatello for me because I feel like Leonardo, even though I love Leonardo, it would have been too predictable because he's the leader and he lasted the longest.
We don't need ya.
Right. So it wouldn't have really been like an arc, a character arc.
Right.
Raph, I could see him as the Last Ronin because he's kind of like rough and would do like the things to survive.
Well, maybe I'll just take my attitude and why leave. Don't ya?
But I was like, that's not interesting.
Right. It's like he's too I mean, I guess it's predictable too, only because Raph's always like the toughest one, quote unquote. And he always lasts in a fight, or like he's the one always winning the fights most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But like he just seemed like too predictable as well. And then, but the only reason I knew it wasn't Donnie because my turtle, Donatello, always seems to die in these comics. And like
Pork rind.
I feel like they were just not Donatello, but it would just make that much sense for Michelangelo to be like, he was the goofiest one, the one who was always relaxed, the one who didn't really care for training as much, that like, hey, this is the best story. Like he's going to be the most badass Ninja Turtle. And it seemed to go hand in hand.
Pizza dude's got 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. I totally like get the story. And it's only been the first issue, but I don't know where they're going to go with this. Like who killed the turtles? How did the turtles get got? I mean, what happened to Casey? What? I just want to know.
I feel like if they do go this route, where memories like flood in and out of his brain, like they could tell the backstory about what happened to everyone and stuff like that. And even like the new villains and stuff like that, they would have their backstory.
I mean, they really didn't have villains yet. I mean, they just had like the police force robots, and
they had that dude that had the chick in the hyperbaric chamber, remember?
Yeah, but they didn't really do anything yet. I guess
true.
The reveal is just like, there's a bad guy, here you go.
Yeah. But I heard rumors that it might be like Shredder's grandson or something like that. But I don't know how true that is. I think it's just one of those like conspiracy things that people are just like trying to guess.
It's a conspiracy, man!
You know what's funny about just the Ninja Turtles in general is it connects so many people. Like literally the other day I was in Ralph's and I had my Ninja Turtle mask on, and a cashier that I've seen like on a consistent basis, and we never really like engage with each other than like, how's your day going or anything like that. But he said, dope mask, dude. Have you read The Last Ronin? And we like, it was like, did we just become best friends?
Yup. Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup.
Like, it was literally like, dude. Like we like held up the line for a good like minute 2 minutes just talking about it. And I was like, dude, you're like, I'm going to go to your line every single time now that I'm at Ralph's so we can talk about it. It's crazy.
You're all, shut up, Karen. We're talking about Ninja Turtles.
Grown men are talking about Ninja Turtles, okay?
Go
Sorry,
purchase
Karen.
your eggs in number 4.
Oh, man. But it's so crazy. I can't wait for the next issue.
For those of you people that really don't care about The Last Ronin, I feel sorry for you.
Truth.
But don't leave. Don't leave. We'll talk about way more than that. I mean,
let's move on because we can talk to Ninja Turtles like forever. My gosh. But we have to talk about, so I came across this YouTube page called the ABCs of Attraction.
Oh God.
Yeah. And a lot of it is about, the stereotypes and women's perception of Asian men. And this has always been a thing throughout my whole life. I don't know about yours, but the whole question of, are Asian men sexy? Dude, it's weird. So here's a clip of the videos really quick.
The question of the day is, do you find Asian men sexy?
They are very, very sexy. It depends as well.
Okay.
Maybe walk around shirtless.
Why does it look like he's wearing lipstick?
That's what I said.
Because we're from Norway, we're used to tall guy, we're used to, that kind of stuff. Pizza would make them look way more attractive.
Pizza, as in if they ate the pizza or they were pizza?
They gave me pizza.
If they gave you pizza.
So let's just start off let's talk about how Hollywood portrays Asian men. I feel like growing up, I only saw Asian men as like the sidekicks, the comic relief, the dorky best friend. They were never in a leading man's role.
Yeah, like about 95%. Yeah, I mean the one person I could think that was in a leading role was Mr. Miyagi.
Right, but he was like portraying like a really super Japanese dude, and like what's the actor's name? Morietta. He doesn't even sound like that. Like if you hear him talk, like he was Arnold in Happy Days. He speaks perfectly good English.
Right.
But the Asian stereotypes, they had to like amplify that to like, you're from Japan, you have a thick Asian accent. Like that was a thing growing up.
Danielson.
Exactly. So growing up, I feel like I wasn't attractive or deserving of like a hot chick or whatever, because the world, Hollywood, but the world kind of saw my race as sidekick, tech support,
As Poindexter.
Yeah. Did you like how was that for you? But
well, the thing is, half the time people never thought I was Asian.
That's true.
And I looked totally different when I was younger because I had long hair. I had long hair. I was like the boy who lived, but instead of who lived, I had the long hair. Instead of the lightning bolt scar, I had a really long hair. And people would call me a girl. And there was people that even mistaked me for a girl because I had such flawless skin and I was so pretty, according to everybody. And I mean, I think they thought I was more Indian than Asian. And I guess I really didn't pay attention to that. Like I never thought about that until way later on, like when I was older. So, because, obviously you look at you and you can tell you're some kind of Asian, but like you look at me and depending on how my hair is or my facial hair, I could look like so many different things.
That's true. You got that ethnically ambiguous look to you.
Yeah, but sometimes people just don't believe me.
I don't believe you.
Like, you look like this. You're straight up white. I ain't white. No, I'm not. Or like I'm Native American, and well, I guess you can see that in me. Whatever. I'm just so many different things, and depending on what I'm rocking with this face and hair, it depends on what I can morph into.
Yeah, that's true. So you didn't really like experience the same thing that I did.
I mean, that's, not to say that I didn't feel, I guess, the whole thing is, are Asian men sexy? Like, I didn't feel like I was sexy,
Hmm.
but I guess it was more so just because people were mean.
You know what's weird is I feel like I didn't feel like I was like sexy or attractive or like could get anyone until I joined musical theater.
Get out of here.
And no, for real. And I don't
Leave.
know if that's like just because of the situation where there's not a lot of straight guys in musical theater, and especially like us that do hip hop and
All right.
and all
Our
that,
dancers.
or if we actually just kind of like, or if I felt like what it grew into myself and got out of my awkward stage and like was more confident. I don't know. It was kind of a mixture of both things, but I really didn't feel sexy until then.
I mean, I think it was, I think I can attribute that, like, as for me personally, like, I feel like jumping in theater, like, to add on to that, was, I felt more attractive because people appreciated, I guess, what I could do, or at least that's how I felt about it. Like, we were dancers in high school, but, people were more like, oh, that's cool. Like, they're dancers. It didn't really like spark anything, but like when you bring it to theater, they're like, oh, they're dancers. Like, oh, that's awesome. Like, that's what we're looking for. That's what we need. That's what we like. Like, it was kind of, people were more appreciative to what you brought.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a confidence booster that made me feel more attractive. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like, especially being in LA and auditioning for stuff now, like stuff is getting better. It is getting better. We have movies like Crazy Rich Asians. There was just a Harry Shum Jr. Rom-com that just came out where he's the leading guy. So things are getting better, but it's
Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
And it seemed like, I don't know, maybe it's just my opinion. Like the girls who were very like, I wouldn't say against Asians, that really didn't like the Asians, were the ones that I didn't find attractive at all.
Me too, dude. Me too.
I was like, you don't like Asians? Ew, look at you. Like that's like mean to say, but I was just like, good. We don't like you either. I don't know.
I mean, like, granted, when they were doing the like sexy or not test and they were showing pictures, I feel like they took two extremes of like the Asian stereotypes. They took like K-pop star, dancer, like, rock hard abs one, and then they took like tech support, nice guy, shirt and tie, suit and tie kind of, and then they just showed those two opposites. But I feel like, especially you and me, we kind of fall in the middle of that.
I mean, we could transform into any of that.
That's the thing, though. Like we're I could say like confident, attractive guys, well put together guys, but our personalities, like, we're so geeky and nerdy and just like fun loving. So it's like there's a gray area that some people that follow those Asian stereotypes don't know about. And
right.
So it's interesting to see that like played out in a video.
Well, and I like the fact that the first one that they showed, the first Asian guy, all of them were like, oh, he's adorable. That's a kid, right? Like
yeah, right.
I was like, but to me, I was like, he looks nothing like a child. Like,
no,
he looked like more like the hardworking dad, or the one who either owns a market or is like does your taxes. He looked like that. He did not look like 5 to me. That one girl was like, everybody's been saying that he looks adorable. Yeah, he does. And then they say that he looks like a child. Oh, that's not a child? Like, I was like, nothing. He looks nothing like a child. But that was the nice girl who was like, oh, that's not a child. I was like, oh, why would you weren't in that group and now you are.
I just don't get it. I mean, it's a perception that's always changing, I'm sure. And like I said, it is getting better. There was girls that said, I guess the question was, what can they do to erase those stereotypes? And one group of girls said, they don't have to change, we do. And I was like, thank you for saving it.
Maybe I didn't hear that part. I heard the muscles and what was it? A lot of like be yourself.
Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself.
And just don't try to act a certain way. I'm like, well, wait. If we act ourselves, like, then why do you say you don't like Asian guys?
That's the thing. We've been acting ourselves. So I don't know. It's a touchy subject, but I will say from my perspective, I think it's getting better. I mean, we both have hot girlfriends.
Yeah, you're right.
Fiance now, but
yeah.
So we're doing okay.
But see, also, our women are not Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what is April?
April is Salvadorian and white. And Nancy is
Hispanic.
Full Hispanic?
And Mediterranean. But I've heard that's not a thing. But I'd say it anyways.
All you Mediterranean people out there, don't drag us.
No. She's wonderful. That's what she is.
There you oh. She's gonna rewind this part over and over and over again.
And then go, you liar.
Oh man.
So in conclusion, are Asian guys sexy? Like, you tell us, because
yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments below.
I mean, I think we're okay. We're not all created equal. We all are equal. Wait, no, we are created equal. We're not all the same. We're different.
We different.
We're all different types of Asians, and that's a good thing.
I do know Asians that are ugly though, but that's only because their personalities suck.
That's a huge thing, you know?
Yeah.
I would say, and I can speak for both of us because I know this about you, that you can meet, this is probably going off a little different, but like you could meet somebody and they could be the hottest person ever. But as soon as they have a horrible personality, they're ugly as hell.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't
Girl,
like you.
You're not that hot.
Right? Like, bye.
I wish I had the balls to tell people that when a girl is acting up and they're just like, you know, the world revolves around me and you should be bowing down to me and stuff like that. I wish I could go up to random people and be like, you're not that hot.
Just say it anyways.
I could.
I mean, but then
I'm
it's
a
like,
nice person though.
But then it's like, do you want to be a harasser? Like, I mean, I guess if someone's talking down to somebody else, I'd be like, hey, you ain't that hot. Like, don't let her talk to you like that. She ugly, bro. Or
Video
even
content.
another girl. Oh, I'd be like, yo, she doesn't even know how to walk on her heels. Say something that she don't even realize. Like, man, don't even trip. She dyed her hair incorrectly. Look at those tips. Your roots are coming in. Just say something.
She got no neck. I don't know.
She still uses erasers for the backs of her earrings. Like, don't even trip at what she says. No, just say something like that. Just be like,
hey, that girl's resourceful. I might want to talk to that girl. Well, she might be okay.
But if she's resourceful and she's being mean,
nope, bye.
Exactly. Like, tell her she's the one who burns candles that smell like Camp Crystal Lake. Let's move on to something like, is there anything interesting you're watching, Chris? Like a show? Is there any movies that you think stick out? You know, in all these streaming services,
mm-hmm.
You know, is there anything show that you can recommend that maybe somebody hasn't watched, or maybe something that you just started watching? I don't know. Something you're watching?
Oh, dude. I just finished Cobra Kai. Bruh. What I love, the thing is, I feel like I watched a YouTube video of someone that like changed, like made a movie trailer where Johnny Lawrence was the good guy in like the original Karate Kid?
That that has been a theory for years that someone threw out. I don't remember what website, but they threw out that Johnny is actually the real Karate Kid.
Yeah.
He's actually the protagonist, and
Yeah.
Daniel's the villain.
And they referenced it in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, they totally did.
Yeah, Barney Stinson was like, yeah, Karate Kid, Johnny Lawrence. But I just love how, like, you think it's going to be a comeback story about Johnny Lawrence, but then you have like Daniel LaRusso that you think is going to be the villain in this whole series. But it's kind of this like dual back and forth. Yeah. So your allegiance between like Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai kind of like goes back and forth throughout the whole series.
Or you pick and choose like who you like in what dojo. Like, and that's, to me, that's like brilliant writing. The writing is so good with that show because you're like, ooh, okay, it's getting good. Someone's about to catch a break. And then everything just tears away.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, jumps to the next person. All right, they're building it up and then they tear it away. And usually you build someone up and then you tear it away at like the season finale. This like builds it up in like 2 episodes and then you're like, oh, this is dope. And then it's like, nope.
Like, yeah, dude. I'm just like I love all of the, flashbacks to the old movies. I love that they bring the original actors from those movies in the new series. And I just love the character arcs. Like all of the main characters have so well-written arcs to them. And they're so like dynamic. They have like layers and stuff. So it's just, Cobra Kai.
I will say that if you have not watched Karate Kids 1, 2, and 3, it won't be as much as it won't have as much as an impact if you watch Cobra Kai. Like if you watch Cobra Kai, I would still say you have to watch the original Karate Kids. You have to, and it just won't make sense. You'll just be kind of jumping on a bandwagon if you just watch Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
but like
totally. I
will say that I really liked Hawk in the beginning. But then I like, of course the writing was great. Like I hated Hawk. Like I was like, stupid Hawk. And then the minute that happened in season 3, I was like, I was literally shouting in my room, like, yeah, Hawk's my favorite. Like,
yeah, dude. Same. It's literally like I said, going back and forth is like, oh, I love him. Oh, I hate him so much. I can't believe you. Oh, I love him again. Like it's literally that the whole time.
Right.
What about you? You watching anything?
I'm watching Community, and I'm so mad that I waited this long to watch it because it is phenomenal. Another series with great writing. The characters are there's characters that are so lovable, and even the ones that you hate, you like. They're funny. I mean, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard at a show. And it's been on my queue for years. Even when it was still going on TV, I was like, oh, that looks funny. I might watch that. Never watched it. And so I think was it a couple weeks ago, I put it on for background noise, and I was like, cool. This might be whatever. About time. I'll start watching this, and then start watching. I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. And I would laugh so hard. At the end of every episode, there's like maybe 30 seconds to a minute of just 2 characters just doing something completely random.
Am I crumping? No. Am I crumping? No. Am I crumping now?
No. And I would laugh so hard. I would chuckle so hard. And I was like, how is this funny? And I did not know about it. And Community. Watch Community if you haven't. It's one of those ones that I probably slept on it, but I feel like nobody's talking about it. And I think it only has 6 seasons, but it is so funny. If you need a good laugh, if you want to grow to love characters, there you go. Watch Community.
Yeah, man. I started today. I watched the first 3 episodes. I laughed my ass off.
It's just so good. It's
a great cast. Like they all have like that comedic bone, and they all have like one-liners, they all have the zingers, they all have like, you know, deep moments. Like I love it.
Yeah, you can relate on some level to each of them. I mean, I don't know if I can relate to Shirley, but you know, it's a very good show. I recommend it. 10 out of 10 dentists recommend.
Dope.
Watch, it's on Netflix. So
Yeah, Netflix.
it.
So is Cobra Kai, Netflix.
Netflix and chill.
All right, let's move on to this is a really fun segment. Why don't you let them know?
I guess this segment is called What Were We Thinking? Over the years, some people know this about me, some people don't. I tend to try to record everything because capturing yourself and others in your younger days, or just, you know, having a record of everything is lovely to look back on. And I have recorded so much footage that I have done nothing with. But yeah, I have a clip of Chris and I and Ethan McDaniel. We are on our way to Grease auditions.
Yes.
And it went a little like this.
Okay, so we're at Grease auditions. Is this Grease?
Yep.
Okay. I've only gotten 3 hours of sleep. I feel terrible. Okay, here's Chris.
I've gotten 4 hours of sleep, and I'm still drunk. Not good at all. Not good.
Oh God. Okay, Ethan.
I've gotten probably 4 hours of sleep, but I'm sober. I'm responsible.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Chris Marcos. What's life without a party?
Well,
What's a party without life? Touche.
wasn't that deep?
Oh, don't. I'm drunk. You can't do that to me. I'm drunk.
What
You
to
can't.
do? I guess we're gonna.
But are you drunk
see what
without
happens.
being drunk? She was smiling at me, wasn't
What?
she?
Yes, she was.
It was really creepy. Do I know her? She was like,
Okay, bye. After.
Okay, let's dissect this a little bit.
I mean, okay, before we even get to what went through or what happened in the video or what was said, can we talk about my hair?
Okay, your hair, dude.
I mean, okay, my hair has gone through so many stages,
So many.
a lot. And the reason I think what had happened was it had been a good amount of time before I'm losing my words. So I want to say a year or maybe a couple months, we had just done World of Dance.
Mm-hmm.
And my hair was short and spiky. I had a tail. My tail was blonde, and I think the front was blonde. And the way it grew out was what's in the video. Like the hair, it was blonde here and then blonde back here. And I didn't care what people thought. You know, it's my thing. So I still don't care what people think.
It was cool. I don't think it's something to be embarrassed about.
I mean, I'm not embarrassed. I can see people being like, what is that on his head? Like, so that's what was going on in that part. But
It did look really cool though, all spiked up and all done up though with that color. It looked dope.
Yeah, it was World of Dance. But you know, then let's move on to
Bruh, okay. It's weird seeing myself without facial hair. One, I look like a awkward baby.
And you had spiky hair.
And I had spiky, like I was like super Asian, like import car Asian.
Like I drive a Subaru.
Yeah,
and I drift.
and it's lowered, and I got a fin on it, and my mom paid for it. Like that's how Asian I looked. But bro, what was I thinking? Like we got drunk the night before an audition.
Well, hold on. Do you remember what we actually did?
I don't. But apparently we didn't get a lot of sleep, and we had to have Ethan drive us because we were hungover.
I didn't say I was drunk in the
Okay,
video.
I was hungover or still drunk.
I was just tired because what time was auditions? Like 8?
They were
9?
early, yeah, because it was like in conjunction with the high school.
Ooh. And that's right. Greece was at Carmel High.
Yeah.
NBC Carmel High collaboration. I think we went to bed at like 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning. Like, and
I feel like I wasn't really drunk or didn't drink before. I just maybe thought that was a cool thing to say at the time. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
And Ethan, I've got 4 hours of sleep, but I'm sober. Chris Marcos. And then who was this random girl that walked by?
Right. Right. And he's like, she's smiling at me, isn't she?
Do you know her? No.
Like, do you want to know her?
I mean, I don't even know if she went to auditions. Like,
and I like how he wasn't like conspicuous about it at all. He was like, "Oh, this girl, she's looking at me like
like
make it more
Ethan,
obvious.
Turn your head all the way around." But then again, wasn't it a Saturday?
It probably was a Saturday.
What the hell was she doing at NPC?
No clue.
If she wasn't auditioning, I don't know. We don't even remember what we did the night before.
I know.
Or should I say the morning of? I don't know. It was.
Let the record show, though, because I am a professional in this industry at the moment, I have never gone to an audition drunk. So I feel like I was like blowing that up. I don't know. But why would I say that on camera? Why would you let me say that on camera?
Because I record everything. And for moments like this where, what was that? That was 10 years ago.
Jeez.
It's about 10 years ago. And this is literally why I did it. Because 10 years, a decade's passed and look how dumb we were.
I have no idea.
Oh, gosh. All right. So this section I thought of because I feel like we've been friends for a very long time, but there's still a lot that we don't know about each other.
There's a lot.
Yeah. So
I mean, you've slept in my bed.
You've slept in my bed.
So I don't think there's much that we don't know about each other.
Well, we'll see. This section is called Getting to Know You.
Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you.
These are rapid fire questions, this or that, short answer, fill in the blank. It's going to be really exciting to see what your answers to these are.
What if I don't do them quick enough?
We'll go as quick as you can.
That's what she said. She wanted to get it over with.
Sometimes, yeah.
They
Sometimes.
just want to get it over with.
All right. You ready?
Wait, is it you go, then I go? Or I go, then you go? Or you, and me? How many are we asking?
How about we go 4 questions? How about like I go and then you go and then I'll be like, yeah, and then I'll go and then you'll be like, yeah, and then like you go.
I think I got it.
Okay. Ready?
Wait, I had 5. It's fine. I'll save one for next week.
Sorry, I messed up.
Which one
only did 4?
Okay. No, that's perfect. Actually, let's do 5 and let's make it on the last one. You have to think of one right on the spot. Because that'll make me have to think of on the spot of an answer.
Okay, sounds good.
Like a mystery question that none of us know.
All right. Ready?
Kind of.
And go. What do you wear to bed?
Oh, the sweats and the shirt. If you could be one Marvel character, who would it be?
This is a weird answer, but Mystique. Your favorite body part on yourself?
What? That's so weird. Does hair count?
Yeah, it's on you.
That's not a body part though. My arms? I don't know. They're too long. Now you got me self-conscious. I have really good sized ears.
There you go.
Oh, this is gonna hurt you. Wings, tacos, hamburgers, pizza. 2 gotta go. Why?
Wings, Tacos, burgers, pizza. Oh God.
2 gotta go. And
Not
why?
pizza. Not pizza, because pizza's my favorite.
Kinda saw that. Predictable.
Oh, gosh, I love wings, but I love tacos. I love burger. I think I could live without burgers because burgers are. Oh God, I love burgers though. Man, why do you do this to me?
Hey, I had to
Why?
make it hard. Had to make one of them hard.
Okay, I'm gonna say burgers and wings.
Gotta go.
Yeah, I can't do without tacos. I don't know. Burgers are heavy and wings are heavy too, and they're both bad for you. So I'm just gonna say burgers and tacos.
All right.
Okay, weird thing that you're afraid of.
A weird thing?
Yeah.
Oh God. I mean, is spiders weird? Or that's kind of common.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, cause I feel like if I have fears, they're common.
You're like looking around the room. Am I afraid of that? That's a fan. Am I afraid of fans?
I mean, like, what am I afraid of? Like,
You can't say commitment anymore.
still afraid of that. No, just kidding. I don't know. Like, that's a good question because I try not to fear anything, but I know I probably have a whole. No, I mean I probably have a lot of fears. I keep saying probably. I know I have fears. I just don't know what's a weird one. Like, we'll come back to that one just because I want to hold this up.
Okay.
All right. By the way, my questions are my questions are crazy. So here, if you were on the Gilligan's Island ship that crashed, what would your role be in the group?
Leader. Leader of the new tribe that we're gonna form on the island.
So you're gonna wait. Who was the leader in that island, anyways?
The skipper, I guess.
I feel like they all were just. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, leader.
The leader. Who was your first kiss?
Who? Toni Qualentone. She was a blonde beaut.
Shout out to Tony.
We were in first grade.
Aw.
We dated till we were fourth graders, and then I moved.
Oh. Cute.
If you were cast in a horror movie, how would you want to die?
Ooh. It'd have to be sacrificing myself to save someone else.
I can see that, but like, yeah.
Like jumping, pushing someone out of the way and grabbing the monster or killer and like rushing into some exposed electric output or something like that to electrify them.
I mean, my head thought you were gonna go in like a wood chipper, and I was like, ooh.
Oh, too messy. Too messy.
I mean, like, because what if you go legs in first? Then you have to feel it go.
Ah.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm afraid of wood chips. I mean
There it
wood
is.
chippers. Wood
There it
chippers.
is.
Like
There it
going in
is.
a wood chipper leg first and feeling it.
Ew. Okay, I have to make up a question now.
Wait, do you want me to ask my last one before
Sure.
that?
Go ahead.
If you could add another ethnicity to your blood, what would it be? We know you want to be black.
African American. Yeah, they're just good people. They've got a good community of people. Okay. Make up a question. What was your favorite hairstyle that you've ever had?
I don't have one. And I can answer that because I don't know. I really like all of them because it suited me as I was at the time. And it's still changing. Like I tend to grow my hair out a lot. So long hair, medium hair. And that's just my personal preference, I think, because I grew up with long hair. So,
All right.
I'm a chameleon when it comes to hair.
Nice. All right. Well, I learned some things about you.
Wood chippers?
I learned that you're not afraid of anything but wood chippers.
You said weird things. Like, that's a weird thing because, I'm afraid of spiders. Um,
Yeah, that was kind of a loaded question. I can't think of anything weird that I'm really afraid of.
because people are afraid of clowns. People are afraid of, like, there's a lot of common things that people are afraid of.
I think
mean,
I saw on the Ellen show that someone was afraid of cotton balls. And I was like, "What? That's weird." I think that's where that question came from.
cotton balls.
I don't know why. It's
I mean,
weird.
I would love. I feel like if I knew somebody that was afraid, I'd want to be really mean. Like, thinking about it, I'd be like, yeah, here, take a cotton ball. But then now thinking about it even further, I'm like, that's a terrible thing to do. If they're actually afraid of that,
Yeah. I don't know. Sorry.
Like- it's for the gram. But then you feel just shame afterwards.
Shame. All right. Dude, I think this was a pretty good first episode. We're running on like, I don't know, like 50 minutes.
We should end it because it's like that's a long time, and I feel like we went over because we just talked and rambled and rumbled, and
I know. Hopefully, I can like cut the uninteresting parts out.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see.
So how do we want to end this? You think we should just wrap it up?
Yeah, I mean, you think we're gonna do this again next week?
Chris and Nico in the evening.
What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for watching the first episode of the Chris and Nico podcast.
We just want to throw it out to you guys right now that we are definitely looking for somebody to design like a logo or some art for us. So if you know anybody or you guys are artists yourself, please let us know. We're going to drop our social medias right here.
Yes, hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, and let us know if you are down to make our logo art.
Please, like, we need one.
Yeah, we really do.